Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some Out of Ore today. We are playing the Iron Mountain Pit map here. I kind of want to pull this outer ring out farther and kind of make all these rings a little bigger. This is going to be a little tight for the big rock trucks. So I want to start by just trying to make this outer ring bigger. We will need to get some stuff right away here. I've got two things of dirt here where I was getting some floating mushrooms. Let's go to the store here. Let's sell off the stuff we got. Alright, let's get us we're looking for the fast pickaxe, the fast sledge, and the fast shovel. We're also going to want to pick us up a detonator. We're going to need that. I don't know at what point. We're going to want to get a scanner as well. So they do start us off here with a fuel station and a sell point for dirt, which we can sell other stuff in there, but you're really just throwing money away other than coal, I guess. So it depends on how we want to start. I'd like to get a small processing plant. We did only start with 400,000, but we've got money in the company store that we're going to be able to pull from. So that's not going to be an issue. This looks like a lot of pay dirt here, so we can kind of take a conveyor out this direction, build a small processing. Right now, I don't think we're getting anything besides pay dirt and coal, especially on this outer layer, but we may run into some ores. That's coal, regular dirt, looks like coal again, pay dirt. Big pile of regular dirt here again. Bunch of pay dirt, but I'm not seeing any actual ores. Again, going to be a lot of garbage dirt in this outer ring here up to the surface. A lot of coal. Okay. This might not be a bad spot to put in a pump, but I'd like to take this outer ring out farther. So just a lot of pay dirt and a lot of coal and a lot of regular dirt here to start with. So we don't need to get too fancy with the, as of right now, we can always add on later to the processing. So let's pick up a couple hoppers here. Now, if we go to grid build, you can see what we're working with here. As you can see, it's not really lining up the way I would like. We're off. If we started up there, we're off a little bit, because I'd like this to be a little more flush with the ground. So one of the things we can do is we can get us some Draymite. Now Draymite will it will delete material, so whatever you hit with that is going to go away. It's going to just delete the material. So what we can do is we can go to snap build here and just drop this onto the And we'll be able to drive over this if we do it correctly. That was a little loud. Oh crap. Wrong button. Back to grid build. So that's where I want it. All right. Now once you power that might be too close to the edge here. But it'll be all right. We'll be able to drive over it. So once you power this, it'll clear out anything in the middle here. So let's go on this end. All right. So what we can do, we can put us a couple inclines in here and get this right up out of the dirt right away. All right. Get us a couple straights here. Just so we can add some supports underneath it here. All right, and then we're going to do the merger. I think it's 3 of each. Then I think we need 1 2-meter and 1 merger. Oops, I was wrong. All right. Let's get us a 4 straight. And we got the shorty. We may need a, let's see here. I was right, I guess. It's bigger than I thought. We just need the 2 here. Oh no, I was wrong. Let's put the 4 in. I've done this enough, you think I'd have it down by now. Alright, so we want it coming out here. So there's to make this. So if we want this to come out here, all right. If we want to line this up make it pretty. Depends on what you're okay with. All right, that's the way it just comes out right here in the center. And I do recommend grid build for when you're starting stuff. I'm not trying to chop any wood at this point, so. All right, so we'll go ahead and do us another 4 here. All right, now they've had some updates, so the first thing I want to pull out is I want to pull out the coal. So to do that, all you need is you want to hit production. You're going to pick up a coal screen, and the coal screen is going to pull out everything except coal. Okay, so we're going to buy that, and that's going to come out. You're going to want the coal is going to come out the back. So when we do this here, this is going to pull, the coal is going to come out back here. So now it depends on where we want everything to start going to once we pull it out. So I don't know if we need a right or a left here. I always get confused with this. We're going to call this a left. And let's see if that's correct. And it is. Okay. So, and now it's, again, it depends on where we want. All that's going to be in this is coal. So let's go ahead and buy. And we're going to run out of money, and then we're just going to borrow some from the company. Go ahead and get a couple straights here. And again, it depends on what you're okay with. And you can just drain mite this as well. Here we want a storage unit. We're going to want this. All right. So that's going to bring all the coal and put it here. Now I want to do a little straight here so I can add some supports. And we can just do a 4 even. Now we're going to do an up, and we could turn it this way, but I'm just going to keep it going straight for now. All right, that's going to stick it up, and then we're going to put another shorty in here for support. Just so I can add some blocks there. And you are going to spend more blocks by doing it off the ground like this. Again, just depends on what you're okay with. So, I'm not sure 100% what we need here. Maybe it's a right. Now, so one of the new things they added is you got the coal screen, you've got the ore sorter now. This will pull anything out that's iron, copper, aluminum, silver, or lithium. It's going to come out the bottom like the other thing. So we're not going to do that one right yet. The next thing I want to pull out is the dirt or the pay dirt, which I like the trommel for that. So it's going to pull out dirt and pay dirt out the bottom, okay? So we're going to do it that way. Then we're going to do the trommel. Okay. Now, it's going to pull this out the bottom here. So I think we're going to need a right. Again, I'm not good with this right left thing. I always get it confused, but I've been getting lucky today. So now this is going to bring out pay dirt and dirt, and everything else is going to keep going. So for right now, what we're going to do is we want to add, and there's a couple options here for the pay dirt and the dirt. So you've got the sluice box, which holds everything and lets the dirt come through. This is the one I like. Then you've got the wash plant, which will let everything, it'll basically lets everything through. So what I like is the other one, because then I'll sell the dirt. So I usually get this one, and then we are going to need to hook up water to it. So the water is going to hook up back here. All the goodies that we want are going to get caught into this thing. So again, it depends on where we want it. We probably want it, you got to remember how much walking do you want to do to check all this stuff. This is not really close to this, right? So depends on what you want to do here. So let's get us a couple straights. So the right's going to work okay here. Pull out the dirt. But the goodies are coming out here, so. What is that, a left? Okay. It's very close to this one. Not ideal. So I'm going to do another left. And we're running out of money here, kind of, but I'm going to do a right and a left. So what that's going to do is that's going to kind of zig it around here. And we can support it right here. And then that's going to give us this sluice box coming out right here in the same area. Same area as this. Okay. So again, just so you're not traveling too far. Check this stuff. Okay. Now we're going to have garbage dirt coming out here. We're going to want to raise that up. We're going to want to raise that up. And There's a reason why we're going to raise it up. And then I'm going to get a chute as well. So we're going to raise it up. Then I'm going to do a straight. And then again, we're bringing it about out here to the same similar location here. Right now, everything else is still coming past this. You still got some stuff that can come through here. So we're going to have to add to this at some point. But for right now, all we're going to do to this is you got to cap this off. You're going to want to put this here. If not, it's going to, if you do get some stuff that's, you know, regular ore, it's going to come through. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to run over here and we're going to get this cell point that's already been provided for us. We'll go ahead and reuse this. Oh, which I thought I could, but that's part of the landscape, so we cannot. So that's okay. We'll just buy one. We might shorten this up, which I don't think we can. Anyway, no worries. Let's get us the. It's going to be under our workbench, and it's just going to be a cell point. There's a bed I didn't. That's in one of the recent updates. All right, I lied. It's under the. It's not under workbenches. Let's clear out some of this. Alright, the good thing about grid build is it makes it easier to line this stuff up. So, what I want to do is spin it this direction. And unfortunately, I'm off by one. Good there. I was trying to keep it back behind this. So now the regular dirt should, there's only one problem with this. It's going to look, there's not going to be any support. So I'm going to move it. I'm going to make it go this direction. This direction. Oh man. So instead of redoing this, let's just buy another. Let's just buy another two. I don't think we're quite there. Instead of fighting it again, let's just buy another two-piecer. On this. There we go. Alright, so that'll sell the regular dirt. Again, we're going to have to add to this at some point if we're doing anything other than dirt or pay dirt. We still need to power this up. So we're going to need some power here. So we're going to just do a 5X. The bigger one does require more power, so just something to think about. $16.59. All right. Let's do power over here. Oh. All right. Guys, let me know how the volume is. I am using a different recording service here. I was having issues with there was an update for the one I was using and it's not working correctly, so hopefully I tested it, seemed like the volume was fine, so hopefully it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the largest one here and get a cable. Now for this, you can go to grid build. Like, to me, I don't even mind this. Like, to me, that doesn't bother me. Just looks like it's in there. It's fine. Depends on what you can also go to snap build. You can also, like I said, go to snap build and put this on top. To me, the way this doesn't look like completely ridiculous. To me, it doesn't, because it looks like it could be just buried. So let's turn this on, and if we turn this on for our test, so that's pretty noisy. I'm turning that down. So, what we want to do now is we want to split some of this dirt. And if you consume it, it's going to pull everything in there out. One of the subscribers told me this in another video, so again, I do appreciate it. A lot of helpful tips from other players that watch the videos. Alright, now we're going to double check this, obviously, to make sure. We shouldn't have any coal. We don't. We're not getting any pay dirt, which is or anything other than we have no pay dirt or ores. And then the only thing right now is we're just selling the dirt. As you can see, our money is ticking up. So right now, no major flaws. There was an episode where I dumped about 2,000 asphalt on the map, so it is important to check that stuff. So just to finish up this, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get us, you need 32 of these. And we don't have enough money for that, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go home, we're going to go bank, and we're going to transfer from the company. We've got $75 million in there. So we're going to go ahead and pull out, I don't know, there's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million. So now we have 10 million bucks. We're going to buy 32 of these. I'll put these on. Snap build a little faster for now. It takes 8 for every hopper if you're just doing right on the things like we're doing. So now what we can do is I'm going to buy some of these ceilings. Just like 10 of these. So I want to put those here because to me it kind of looks a little more realistic. Because the cable can go through or whatever. I can also use those down here. It will not allow stuff to pass through. If I want to do 2 more here, or that comes out there, right? Let me see. So that's fine. Now I want to get some blocks. I'm just going to get some concrete, and I'm going to go ahead and get like 200 of these, which is 463,000. Now I want to go back into grid build. That's overlapping, but it's, again, doesn't look. Just do 1 row across the back here. Again, guys, that's what the joy. Build it how you want it. I should have just left that alone. It looks worse now, but okay. Alright, so we've got our plan up and running. Now what I want to do, I'm going to get a truck to dump here. You could run conveyors, but what I want to do is I want to expand this whole outer row because a big rock truck will not get down through there. And I want to kind of be able to work this out away. So there's a couple ways we can do that. A loader is always a good choice. The rock truck, obviously. We could also use an excavator. I think we're going to start off. I've been using the bagger a lot, even though it can be difficult to use. But we'll try it here to see if we can just put stuff right into a truck. So let's start off with the, I don't know if we should start off with the large one or the small one. Maybe it's the small one we want to start off with. We're going to go ahead and start off with the large rock truck. That's going to be a chunk of our money. We could get the next size up. It holds 287 cubic meters. And this holds 418 cubic meters, so almost double. We'll go ahead and get the large one. Probably should have got the smaller one. And again, we're still a little short on the small bagger right off the rip. So we've already pulled 10 million, so I don't know again if we want the large one or the small one. And I'm not even sure if the small one will reach into the rock truck. So let's go ahead and get the large one. So again, we're going to have to go to the bank, withdraw from the company. We're going to just do, we'll do 8 million instead of, and then let's go ahead and just get the large one. And let's go from there. Maybe a little dip tricky to throw out here. Hopefully it doesn't glitch and fall into the ravine. Of course, it's completely opposite and up there. Absolutely not what I wanted. Let's see if we can drive this thing down here. This could be a disaster. Little bit of a hump here. I don't feel like we're going to have room for the truck. All right, we already bought the big truck. Let's throw it out. I don't know where to put it. Maybe over here and then try to drive it where we want it. I don't even know if there's room. This is the largest rock truck in the game. Let's see if we can sneak past this thing. Oh. All right, we can swing this around. And we're going to raise it up. All the way. thing's not quite flat, so it might not run very well. Little tight, which is why I want to open up this this front here. All right, let's try. Whoa. So I want to just try to open this up, like I said, slowly. Give us a little more room here. Looks a little bit so we don't have a lot in here yet, for sure, which is fine. We'll get there. Oh, I wanted to see, look a little bit lower than what I want. I want to raise just a little bit up. Go back across. Can I put a GPS on this? I know you can the loader. Would a GPS work on this? it starts bouncing around like that, you got to be careful because your conveyor will come out of the truck or wherever you're putting it. It'll mess up your. It'll throw your discharge tunnel tube off. So. Again, too deep there. Let's go ahead and dump this if we can. Let's stop this. I want to move this thing back a little bit. We can adjust. Need to back up even more. Put this little island here. Going to need to adjust. Now we should be getting some pay dirt, but we're also getting mostly this garbage dirt. Alright, now this is not as level as I would like, of course, but we'll run through here a few times with the shovel. Definitely not perfect. There's some dips there, but let's move up and start hitting this wall. And we'll slowly. Let's come this way first. Let's give that a shot. Let's see how it goes here. Get the truck into position. We need to move the whoa. Still on a hill here, which is not helping us. Looks like we are getting into some pay dirt. Definitely some coal here. All right, let's see if what we're getting here. Oh, we need to support all this as well. So no, well, yeah, we did get some coal, no ores, and a lot of dirt. We should have some pay dirt though. Oh, you know what? We're screwing this up. We got no water. No water. So we're screwing up our pay dirt here. Let's kill that for a second. Let's get our water set up. You guys are probably screaming the whole time, weren't you? All right. So the water can be a little tricky because you gotta have it in the grass. Grid build usually helps. So you want an intake, you want a tank. You don't want a tank. You want a refinery and a pump. And we're going to need I don't know, whatever this is, a left and maybe even an incline. We need a water refinery, and then we need the pump. So if you look, it will not work right there. It's red. It can be placed on dirt. So it'll light up green when it's usable here. So I don't know. turn the power on. This is going to up our power as well. We got 1800. Now we're over. So let's go back to grid build. Give them some space. I'm going to put in a power. Get a couple more cables here. All right, let's wait on that. So you see it's green, it's working. So it's pumping in unfiltered water. It's coming in unfiltered, going out water, and this has got water. So now we should actually get our pay dirt into what we're supposed to be getting. I thought it just increased efficiency, so I'm not sure why we got nothing out of that. Because I know we had some pay dirt. So one of the things we can do, get us a little bit of pay dirt here and see if we can see if we're getting any kind of ores now. That not set up correctly, I don't know. We're getting some coal. We're not getting any. You know why? Oh my gosh, I'm a moron. All the pay dirt's coming out the back. Oh my. All the pay dirt's coming here, coming out with the regular dirt. All the goodies are coming out back here. Oh my. Everything else is going through, not the pay dirt. The pay dirt's coming out here as well. So I even did the test, but I didn't catch it. Okay. So the only thing coming out of here is dirt and pay dirt. So let's go back to this crap here. Oh my goodness. Can't see. Why are you so high? Go down. Because of this tree. Okay. Let's just put a storage on this for now. It's floating in space. Let's get water going again. This is all on, right? it's kind of a little far away. I wanted to get a little closer than that. But as you see how it's green, I don't need a lift. All right, let's try this again. Oh my, what a, oh, killing me. It's like I never played the game before, huh? It'll probably work when you do it correctly, just saying. Oh, amazing. It's amazing. All right, we need to get some support in here. I'll try to pick a few spots that doesn't have any bushes. Let's sell off these extra stuff for now. Oh my. Definitely screwed the pooch on that. Leave a comment if you were trying to warn me that I was doing it wrong. That would be the advantage of a live stream. Oh man. Alright, should be good now. Guys, I do appreciate you, even though I'm making a mess of things. This will be the Iron Mountain playthrough, so I do appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have fun digging that dirt. I'm out of here.